So last week, you guys were in a pile of manure. This week, we're with an international rock star.
In a different pile of manure.
Welcome to this week's Moos Letter. Everybody's seen that we have Alice Cooper bottles out in stores right now. Chocolate milk. Anywhere the quart bottles are sold, the Alice Cooper bottle is there, so go out and get it. Today, we have a special guest. Alice himself is here to tell us a little bit about the Teen Center. So I just wanted to know a little bit how it started, what you do now, and what the future holds for it.
You know, I'm from Phoenix. I'm from Detroit, but I grew up in Phoenix. And the band started in Phoenix in high school, went to college, and, the whole thing. So I've been here all my life. And I watched a very awkward drug deal go down on the West Side. Two 16-year-old kids, doing one of these. And I thought to myself, how does that kid not know that he might be the best guitar player in Arizona? And how the other kid could be the best drummer? But they don't have that opportunity. They will never, ever have a guitar in their hands because it's just not available. If we opened a place where any kid could come in for free and learn any instrument, or then we expanded it, or dance, or art, or recording, or any of this stuff, give them the opportunity to do something they never were born into. And you never know what's going to happen. Well, our first success was Jordan Sparks. Jordan Sparks started at Solid Rock and ended up winning on American Idol.
Really?
And she started when she was 14 here at Solid Rock. And that just showed everybody right there, you can start from nowhere and end up being a major star just because you work at it. You find something that you believe in and you work at it.
Jordan Sparks was on our dairy when she was in high school. She was friends with my niece.
That's, see, I mean, she doesn't even realize how much of an example she is to a lot of these kids that figure, well, I'll never ever get in the big time.
Right.
And you go, she didn't think she was going to be in the big time, and look at now,
So where do you think what's the future hold? Like, you bring people in it's free. You're trying to really nourish a
We need one in Flagstaff. We need one in Payson. We need one in Tucson. We need one in every city, because there's kids in every city that are just going, I don't have anything to do. When that happens on the street, drugs, gangs, guns, that all comes into it because it's presented to them on the street. Now, what happens to that same kid when he comes over here? He has all the opportunity to do all this stuff. This becomes vocational. The kid comes in and he says, well, I can't play anything, but, I think I can work that studio thing. Next thing you know, that kid is in L.A. and he's a sound engineer and he's making $100,000 a year. Because he had the opportunity to come in and find something that he loved. He didn't have that opportunity before, but now he does. And that to me is the whole crux of this thing. Every kid has got talent. You just have to mine it. You have to find it and then develop it and encourage it.
So you open a new one in Gilbert, right?
In Mesa.
In Mesa.
We got a Mesa. Well, they're working on it right now. I mean, we went full speed ahead on it and just said, let's get this thing done. When this virus is over, this place is ready to go.
And when is that supposed to open?
Hopefully next year.
COVID put everything behind.
Yeah, well, we got to take the building and we have to redo it like we did this one. And that takes time. So it was convenient for us that this happened now, that we could spend this time, building the other one up. But I'm telling you, every major city in Arizona needs one of these.
I agree. We talked earlier. There's a lot of sports stuff out there. There's not very many of the arts and this kind of stuff. And
there's no art in school.
Right.
There's no music programs in school. There's no creative anything in school now. So where else are they going to get that? We kind of provide that, knowing that it didn't exist before.
One thing that I told somebody out there too, something about music, is that like a baseball player, they're done at 35 or whatever. You learn how to play the piano, you can play in church when you're 80.
Forever.
And
guitar players, I mean, nobody's ever mastered the guitar completely. I mean, you've got your Jeff Beck and your Eric Clapton and your Jimmy Page, and those guys are as good as you've ever heard anybody ever play. Those guys still sit in their hotel rooms trying to learn new stuff. So you can never, ever master any instrument to the point where you can't do anything else with it. And you know, same thing with golf. I mean, as good as Tiger Woods is, he's the greatest of all time. He still every once in a while says, "I just learned something about my hands." You know, so you never can master it, and it will serve you the rest of your life. Like you said, a guy learns how to play guitar, and he's 50 years old now, and puts a band together with a bunch of his friends on weekends just for the fun of it.
I told you my dad was a music teacher for 25 years, and he's a dairyman now and helps me out there. But every once in a while, like he'll just sit down and start playing the piano. He's a really good piano player, and I mean he can't play basketball or football no more. I can guarantee you that, but he can play the piano.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
So that's exactly it. And there are so few trombone players. If we just had more trombone players, you know.
My son is trying the trombone. It's a fantastic instrument. So
yeah, that's
horrible.
That's not maddening at all, right? Not quite hitting the note flat and sharp.
I remember when my dad made me take piano lessons, and I'd miss a sharp or a flat, and I'd hear in another room flat or sharp or something like that. So that's exactly what I should do.
He had the ear then. He had the ear.
So, well, thanks for everything, and this whole day was awesome, and I hope we can raise a bunch of funds.
Oh, yeah. So. Hey, you know what? And like I said, the great thing about this is that it's so Americana. Slippery. When I was a kid, milk came in a bottle, and it was heavy, and it was substantial. It's not a carton. This is a bottle of milk, and that's what makes it really, really cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys, for watching. You can get this, any bottle. Basically, every grocery store will have this chocolate milk. So every bottle we sell, we'll donate money back to the Teen Center here, Solid Rock Teen Center. We also will be opening up a site, danzeisandairycooper.com, where you'll be able to buy empty ones anywhere. We'll ship it anywhere around the world, and we'll donate all that money back to the Teen Center too. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.